Good morning, it is Phoenix Amore. So, I like doing stuff while I'm recording so you guys can understand when I start to explain certain things about why in certain situations. I kept saying stuff like, okay, Miss Ma'am zigzagging and stuff, and y'all kept saying, oh, this Phoenix Amore is a hater. Not hardly. So all I did, just so folks understand why I handle things the way that I did, basically it's because everything that they could say I'm supposedly a hater about, aside from having money, I took away from them. I'll get in the booth and show you I can sing. I can show you I can dance. I can show you that I really can play basketball. I can show you that I really can sprint on the track. So all these things that I said about me, truth. However, here's what's going on, and they don't want to see it. I'm not buying into the race baiting anymore. Both sides, I see it, and I said it a long time ago when that whole Super Bowl thing first happened, and she came out in that damn Black Panther outfit. I said, this not gonna go good, because I said she went too extreme. If you're going to embrace roots, why did you? And a lot of black folks said, okay, even though some people appreciated the tribute, I said, guess what? The venue, because it basically interjects it into something that it should have been separate from. And that's all some black people were saying, was like, hey, it's not so much the tribute, it's like, wow, there. And then a few people were like, she was twerking all with it and all, and they're like, that's not even, if you're gonna say Black Panther, that's not really what that was about. But all that doesn't matter. What matters now is the innocence that they try to act like they have, and they don't get how many people were really watching them that close. And that's the difference when I'm talking about social media and the marketing. You can't get away with anything without people peeping your intentions. And even if it was 2 years later, in their mind, 2 years is a long time. And this is where people get a little bit confused about the reality of when you have social media. People don't forget, and people really are, look at them marketing it again, lining their pockets, and they're seeing the fakeness is not okay. I'm going to get even deeper with people. When I started talking about the MLK thing, first of all, what started happening, right? When more people started kind of coming that way and it started bridging, guess what? Because they want to market, they want to be like, well, we're gonna integrate all this stuff into the Black Panther. What she said, no, you don't get to do that to me or anybody else who was still on that MLK side of things. That's where you guys made your vital mistake, because you have some black folks like me tired of y'all. You don't represent me as a black woman. I don't care how much money you have. What I see is a lot of fakeness. And that's the thing that they don't get, that fake part of it. What women are out there representing black women? You got Nicki Minaj in latex shit on Instagram, right? Twerking and all that. Look at me. It's not cute. Now, make your money. Do you. But then you always start in drama. And then y'all have all this fake stuff going on, right? And it's not per se that people don't mind seeing some stuff with a little bit of drama. It is when now you try to make that what a black woman should be, that you have some black women like me saying, no, sweetie, I'd never be like you. I don't even care if I can get money. I will not be on Instagram and some latex stuff, and then claiming I'm going to be on a gospel CD. And then a day later, because she's easily provoked, it doesn't take you long to get that real aspect to her come out again. She back in some lingerie stuff. So what did I tell that gospel singer? I just showed you how fast she flip-flop. She's nowhere near ready for that kind of growth. You guys can't front anymore, and that's the part that's throwing you guys off, is you're so much in skin color when black folks who have been educated in politics, right? Even some of the older generation, they looked at Obama like he ain't it. Some of the younger generation, y'all got caught up into the fact that he was the first black president. What did I say? I wish he had been acting more like president and not like he wanted to be a celebrity. Now it's all biting them in the butt. They have no clue how to fix it. So then they have people like me, right, who knew politics, who knew how all this stuff was going to play out, the ramifications of marketing some of this stuff, from religion to what else? Get into politics, and you guys don't know, or you're antagonizing and then you pretend that you not. And then if you have educated black people like me not jumping on y'all's bandwagon, you gonna come for us and try to sell me on some mess that I'm supposedly not black, and who influenced me and who didn't influence me. Like I told you before, that's called having a mind of my own, and that's the beautiful thing about being a strong black woman, not making this all about races. I can even look at some black women and say, you do not represent me. That's the pride that I have in my culture, if you want to really talk about that. And these are the things that when you try to break it down to some folks, and when I said that, some people even like, you know what, they do talk silly when they are high. Some talk silly. And what I say, philosophical, sloppy. Look what you guys have created. And now when I directly say, what did I say? LeBron, shut up. And this is not about name dropping. You need to shut up, because you're still making it all about Trump. When you have some of these same hip hop stars, and you know damn well what I'm talking about, start stuff all the time, and they race bait just the same. And they had riots sometimes behind some things that had basically bad information. And when you have some people who were more MLK based saying, please Lord, stop rioting until you get all the facts, stop the drama, we don't want to be involved with y'all. And so now if you want to call me not black because I'm calling you out saying, I told you why I didn't want to be involved with y'all, y'all like drama. And then when that drama come from the other side, y'all say, oh my God, can you believe this is what we meant with the white folks, and look at Trump. No, look at you, look at Trump, look at Obama. All this stuff that you guys created, and that was all your BS marketing before, when I said leave it alone. When you have some people more skilled at dealing with certain things, shut up. But you guys, I said your biggest downfall is what? What did I say to people? Their biggest downfall was going to be their need to stay in the limelight. And that's what's happened. Now, when you get ready to try to tell me this same man that was trolling the new president, regardless if Trump says some crazy stuff, I'm speaking pure objectivity here. He done trolled the man physically around, okay, the world and all this kind of stuff. And then now you want to tell me this same man that moved some records to the library when people are like, hey, how many constitutional laws has Obama broken, that there is proof that he broke, but we can't find the proof because he gets to move it to the library. And now y'all still want me to sing his praises just because his skin color is like mine. No, thank you. Where I'm going with this stuff is you all are stuck holding the bag. And so when you get ready to tell somebody now that this same man that could not shut up with his crybaby wife, for real, always on some race stuff, he could not be quiet. And now you expect everybody to come scurrying, fixing up his mess, not having it. And trust me, there's a lot more black people than you guys realize that feel just like I do. That is why some people look at a Minaj, they look at a Beyonce. If that's what a black woman is, that's what they're against. And that's the thing you guys don't want to hear when you say white nationalists, when I tried to school you guys before. If you are represented black with that kind of behavior and they are against that, is it really all about skin tone? I'm not defending the riots. I'm not even defending the white nationalists. This is again that pure discernment. When I get to flowing and get to speaking on some stuff, I'm like, you can't sell me on that. I don't want to have to follow behind a Jay-Z. I don't want to have to follow behind a Obama. Go find me somebody like a MLK. I'm hearing you. But those two, they're not it. Y'all didn't want to hear me before, but now I can't hear y'all when y'all say all this other kind of crap going on and you don't know how it all got to where it is. You are a part of the problem. So there it is, laid bare. And just like I said before, when I word stuff and people have to read it and go, she ain't lying. Go on, now you done pump Beyonce all up. Now the cops out there having to deal with this riot and she can make another CD. You go take your butt out there and help the cops break up the riot. I would not expect you to do that because we all know what you really like is just conversation around you. That's why I told folks before, she's lost many of fans for that same reason. Now y'all go take care of that. Take care.